Okay, folks, in this nightcap, we're going to take a look at the trade that happened today in the NHL and why I'm ticked off about it. Coming up. Yeah, I'm not impressed with this one. This one, I feel like it should have been us that did this. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about the Sean Monahan deal. And I'm just not exactly sure why we weren't on this. So take a look at the clip. And there's the deal today, guys. Take a look. The Flames acquire future considerations, so we know what that is. And Montreal gets Sean Monahan and a first-round pick conditional. Forget all the conditions. It's just a waste of time. But they got a first-round pick for taking on that Sean Monahan contract for one season only. And let's face it, you could trade it out at the deadline. My guess, okay, this is just a guess, guys. I have no proof of this, but my guess is that Adams was on this, and we were, I believe, trying to do it, and he had a 10-team no-trade list. My guess is we were one of them. That's just a guess. You know, otherwise, the Pagulas maybe didn't want to spend $6 million to get a first-round pick. I think we should have. What we could have done was get him in here and move him out at the deadline. And he could have helped the team. Let's face it, he still could help the team. Even if he's not healthy, then he goes in injured reserve. We're good there anyway. But I'm just, this is something that kind of just ticked me off today, man. I want the Sabres to get these first rounds, not Montreal. Now, I know it's lottery protected or whatever, but it's still a first-round pick. I'm surprised at Calgary. I know they wanted to get Kadri. Yes, they landed him. Okay, I get that. 7 years, $7 million, which is, it's going to age like milk. I'll tell you right now, that's going to age like milk. And so is the Huberdeau contract. But this is a perfect example. The reason I wanted to talk about this too was that reason, is that you've seen the perfect example of what Calgary did this year. They were on the cusp. Teams are terrified to do a rebuild, guys. We're proof why. You know, we are. It's not, you suffer a lot, your fan base, your whole organization does. It's not a pleasant thing. But think about it. They got two guys in their 30s, long-term deals just given out this year. And those deals are going to age like milk. I'm telling you right now, they are. No matter what way you do with Calgary, Calgary fans can be happy for this year, next year, maybe the year after. After that, cliff. Cliff. It's going to be a cliff. They're going to have these horrible contracts hanging over their heads. But for now, if you're a Calgary fan, you're feeling good because you're worrying about now. Now, if Buffalo did this, okay, I'd be even, let's say the Huberdeau, like he got way overpaid, first of all, and Kadri, I'd be, no way. I want to lock in Kadri for 7 years at his age. What is he going to be, like 39 when it ends? It's not a smart deal. It's not. You know, but my point of this is, again, coming back to the Monahan thing, 1 year deal, 6.4 or something. It's anyway, something like that. And you can get a first round pick to take that contract for 1 year. We should have been all over that. You know, this is why I hate the no movement in contracts. I hate them, really, because we might have been the first team to inquire. We don't know. We're never going to know, right? And it's not like we're going to go and say something, but we don't know. What if we inquired and they said, no, he's got you guys on his no movement. He doesn't want to go there. Like, you know, we don't know. We just don't know. You know, or is Pagula saying, no, don't spend the money? I don't know about that. I think if Adams says it's a good idea to do and it can help the team this year, because, you know, getting Monahan wouldn't have hurt. You know, he's capable of getting 20 goals. Wouldn't have hurt this year. And, you know, to have him, I get it's a bit of a high-end contract, you know, but you can trade him out at the deadline. You hope that he does really good. And heck, you can even trade him out for like a second rounder and get a first and a second out of this when it's all said and done. I'm really, God, you know, it's frustrating because it's like there was a first-round pick we could have got. And it slipped through our fingers, and that drives me nuts. It just does, because I know the Sabres have the cap, and Montreal doesn't. You know, I don't think Montreal's about to, like, you know, go back on that deal right now. So it's like, it's frustrating. It is, because we could have had another first rounder, but I'm just going to let that go. That's it. So this is why, guys, when I bring up these videos, like I did a video recently, I haven't even checked the notes yet. I'm sure some of you thought it was nuts, but the video where we can trade out the Ben Bishop contract. People are trying to manipulate their money because everybody's in bad shape because of COVID. Everybody's in bad shape. Like, it took them just till now to start even getting a chance to maneuver their money. A lot of teams have been cap struck, just stuck. They're not able to do anything. Now, cap space is as valuable as assets right now for some teams that are trying to make a push. Calgary, trying to stay alive, trying to contend still. Tree Living's trying to save his job too, because he had an awful off season with, and turned it into a good one. I'm not going to say the team's better. They're not better. What they lost, what they got back. But as sure as hell is a step in the right direction of saving your chances to make the playoffs next year. That's for sure. So they're going to be in pretty good shape, I think, Calgary next year to make a playoff run. They should be. And they should get in the playoffs. But we'll see. Calgary has a thing about going up and down. So we'll see what they do this off season. Here's my dilemma, guys. We got cap space. If we're going to mess around with it, now might be the time. I didn't know somebody would give up a first rounder like that. I didn't think so. Like, I'm a little taken back that Calgary gave up a first rounder. For them they were desperate to get Kadri and open up that cap space, but still a first rounder to take Monahan for 1 year? I don't know. Is it really worth it? Because you're signing Kadri to 7 years. And it's not going to age well, that contract. We all know that. Everybody knows that. They know it. Kadri knows it. Everybody knows it. It's kind of a weird thing, and you give up some future to do it. So Calgary's doing exactly what most teams will do, is avoid the rebuild at all costs, if possible. Avoid a rebuild at all costs and try to keep the team winning a bit more while your assets and your youngsters are getting a few more years of experience below, right? And that's kind of what I think they're doing right now. But put it this way, if the Sabres would have signed Kadri for 7 years, I think all of us wouldn't be happy with Adams if he would have made a move like that. Really, no matter which way you cut it, it's too much term for a guy that age. But to get a guy for 1 year and get a first rounder drives me nuts, guys. It drives me crazy we didn't get this done. So I don't even want to know if Monahan has us on his no trade list and he refused to go. I don't want to know these things because it just gets me angry. I hope Kevin Adams was on this. I hope he thought about it. I hope at least, I'm guessing he's in the loop of it. So anyway, I just want to get this off my back because it's been bugging me since this news came out. Once I seen a first rounder, I was like, how did Montreal swing that? Really? I'm surprised because Montreal now can trade him out as an asset at the deadline and still tank for Bedard. It's crazy. All right, folks, that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.